The rain started slowly that Friday afternoon. At first, nobody inside the wooden passenger boat believed danger was close. The church members were said to be singing softly as the boat moved across the dark waters of the Odioma Bras River in Bras local government area of Bayelsa State. Some passengers reportedly heard small bags containing clothes and Bibles for the church program they were traveling to attend in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital. Among them were a pastor and his wife. Witnesses later said the couple looked peaceful throughout the journey. The pastor was reportedly encouraging nervous passengers as the weather slowly changed. Heavy clouds began gathering across the sky while strong winds pushed against the river's surface. Nobody knew that within a short time, the peaceful church trip would turn into a nightmare. According to reports, the boat capsized on Friday afternoon, May 15, 2026, after encountering heavy rainfall and poor weather conditions along the river. The tragic incident has left many residents of the Odioma community in deep shock. Some survivors later claimed that the rain became very aggressive halfway into the journey. The river reportedly became rough, forcing the boat operator to struggle against powerful waves hitting the sides of the boat. One survivor reportedly said the passengers became frightened after water started entering the boat little by little. At first, some people tried scooping the water out with small containers and bare ends. Others were praying loudly. Mothers reportedly held their children tightly, while some church members continued singing worship songs to calm the panic inside the overcrowded boat. But the weather reportedly became worse. Thunder echoed across the river. Visibility became poor. Strong winds reportedly pushed the boat sideways several times as frightened passengers screamed for help. Then suddenly, according to survivors, one violent wave struck the side of the boat. The boat reportedly lost balance. Within seconds, passengers were thrown into the river. The peaceful church trip immediately turned into confusion, fear, and desperate cries for survival. Survivors said some passengers struggled to swim while others held onto pieces of wood floating on the river. Several people reportedly disappeared beneath the water almost immediately. One witness claimed he heard people shouting the name of the pastor as the boat sank. Another survivor reportedly said the pastor was last seen trying to help his wife during the chaos before both of them disappeared into the river. Local fishermen and residents in nearby communities were said to have rushed towards the scene after hearing desperate cries for help from the river. Several survivors were rescued from the water, but sadly, the pastor and his wife were among those reportedly affected by the tragedy. As evening approached, tension reportedly spread across Odioma community. Families gathered near the riverbank waiting for news about missing loved ones. Women were reportedly seen crying openly, while young men joined local rescue efforts using small wooden boats and local diving equipment. Hours later, tragedy struck again when the body of the pastor's wife was reportedly recovered from the river. Witnesses said the atmosphere became emotional as residents watched rescue workers bring out her lifeless body from the water. Some church members reportedly broke down in tears immediately after the recovery. The body was later deposited at a mortuary while the painful search for the missing pastor continued. Residents said the pastor was widely respected within the community and was known for regular organizing prayer programs and helping struggling families. Some church members reportedly refused to leave the riverside despite the heavy rain, hoping for a miracle. As darkness covered the river area, local divers continued searching through the dangerous waters using torchlight and local fishing boats. According to reports, rescue workers feared the strong river current may have carried some victims farther away from the accident scene. Confirming the incident, the Bayelsa State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Musa Mohammed said the exact number of casualties had not yet been confirmed because rescue operations were still ongoing. He also revealed that the Marine unit of the Nigeria Police Force had joined the rescue mission to assist in locating and rescuing any remaining passengers trapped in the river. Security operatives and local volunteers reportedly worked together throughout the night despite the dangerous weather conditions. Speaking on the incident, the youth president of Odioma community, Moses Inene, confirmed that the pastor and his wife were involved in the boat accident. According to him, local divers had already been mobilized to intensify search and rescue operations. He confirmed that the body of the pastor's wife had been recovered, while efforts were still ongoing to locate the missing pastor. Inene reportedly expressed hope that rescue efforts would produce positive results and that any remaining missing passengers would still be found. Meanwhile, the tragic incident has once again raised serious concerns about water transportation safety in riverine communities across Bayelsa State. Many residents reportedly complained that traveling by river during bad weather conditions remains extremely dangerous, especially for local wooden boats transporting large numbers of passengers. Some community members blamed the tragedy on poor safety enforcement and lack of emergency equipment on passenger boats operating within the area. According to residents, many local boats travel without life jackets or proper weather monitoring systems. One resident reportedly said that during heavy rainfall, passengers often have no choice but to continue traveling because river transport remains the only major means of movement for many communities. Sadly, incidents like these have become too common in riverine areas. Over the years, several families across Bayelsa and other Niger Delta states have reportedly lost loved ones in boat accidents caused by overcrowding, bad weather, and poor safety measures. For church members affected by Friday's tragedy, the pain remains unbearable. What was supposed to be a peaceful journey for a church program suddenly became a day many families may never forget. Some survivors reportedly remain traumatized by the horrifying experience. As rescue operations continue, many residents remain gathered near the riverbank praying for more recoveries. The atmosphere across the community has reportedly remained heavy and emotional.
Wala. Oh my God! Please rescue them!
Too much now. They're too much for boats. They put them like they won't die.
People should not be blaming them now. They don't fall inside the water. Wait to help. For Nigeria, they find like boats. You go put yourself.
Where's the boat?
What began as a frightening missing person case in Ondo State has now turned into one of the most talked about stories across social media and local communities after a 42-year-old married woman who was declared missing was reportedly found inside a hotel room with another man. The incident has continued to generate mixed reactions online and within our community, with some people harshly criticizing the woman while others insist that the public may not know the full story behind her actions. The woman, identified as Miss Tilewa Olatunde Funke, was reportedly declared missing on Friday, April 3, 2026, after her family lost contact with her shortly after she left Ilara Mokin for Akure earlier that morning. According to reports, she left home around 10 a.m. and was expected to return later in the day. However, hours passed without any communication from her. Family members reportedly became worried after repeated calls to her phone failed to connect. Her phone was said to have remained switched off throughout the day. At first, relatives allegedly believed there might have been network problems or battery issues, but as evening approached and nobody heard from her, panic reportedly started spreading among family members. Sources claim that a sudden disappearance immediately triggered fear within the community, especially because cases of kidnappings and disappearances have become increasingly common in different parts of the country. Relatives and neighbors were reportedly seen moving from one area to another trying to gather information about her whereabouts. Some people allegedly feared the worst. According to reports, security operatives were later informed and efforts reportedly began to trace her movement and phone activity. For hours, tension reportedly continued building among relatives who feared that the married woman may have fallen victim to criminals. But days later, the shocking truth reportedly emerged. Ms. Funke was eventually traced to a hotel located in the Ugbe Akoko area of Ondo State, roughly 124 kilometers away from Ilara Mokin. According to reports, she was allegedly found inside the hotel room with a 55-year-old man identified as Isa Alaba. The discovery reportedly shocked many people within a community, especially those who had initially feared she had been abducted. A source familiar with the incident reportedly revealed that she was not kidnapped as earlier suspected. She left on her own without informing anyone and was later found with the man in the hotel, the source reportedly said. Since the news surfaced online, reactions have continued pouring in from different directions. Some people reportedly accused the woman of secretly living a double life, while others claimed the situation may not be as simple as many people are making it appear. On social media, several users allegedly described the incident as another example of runs among married women, claiming that some women secretly maintain relationships outside their marriages while pretending everything is normal at home. Others actually criticized her for allowing her family and security operatives to panic unnecessarily over her disappearance. One social media user reportedly wrote that the situation embarrassed her family and wasted police resources that could have been used for actual emergency cases. But while criticism continued growing online, some people quickly came to her defense. Several individuals argued that the woman is an adult with the right to make personal decisions about her private life. Others questioned why the public immediately focused on attacking the woman without first understanding what may have been happening inside her marriage. Some residents reportedly suggested that there could have been hidden problems between her and her husband. After the woman was found, she herself said that it was not a kidnap. She told police that she went there voluntarily and she has every right to do whatsoever she wants to do with her body. So, for now, the incident remains one of the most controversial relationship stories currently generating reactions across Ondo State and social media platforms. And while some people continue condemning the woman's actions, others believe the story may involve emotional struggles hidden far beyond what the public currently knows.